action. Yeah. You are welcome to our coaching call for today. This is the second coaching call for the month of June, and we will be discussing the sales and marketing business system in this session. I am Laoye Curtis. I'm the lead coach, Fashion 6 Pro Coaching Program. And here we are working to help you scale your business to 7 figures and 8 figures monthly and quarterly, depending on your present capacity. Okay. Um, Prior to today, we've had some video calls where we talked about setting up business structure for your organization. And in this regard, we've come up with a framework to guide us in creating the business structure. Okay, business structure allows you to run your organization whether you are there or not, because the structure will keep the business running, in your presence or absence. And a wise entrepreneur, a wise fashionpreneur, and wise fashion business owner will build structures. However, what are structures? Structures are built with systems. Systems are like the respiratory system, the central nervous system, right, reproduction system. Systems are a body of different functions coming together to achieve a singular purpose, a singular objective. Like in biology, reproductive systems consist of all the organs of the body which are used in what? Which are involved in procreation, whereas the respiratory system consists of all the organs which are involved in breathing, and staying alive. And then we have the central nervous system. That's a collection of organs in the body that are responsible for our nerve, our nerve functions, the entire body, our feelings, emotions, and the likes, and all of these systems, they help us to live functional lives as humans. In the same way, a corporation, that is a business that has a structure, can be regarded as a corporation. A business that doesn't yet have structure may not be regarded as a corporation. It could be regarded as a side hustle, it could be regarded as a small business, so to speak. However, a business that has structure simply means it has developed systems to make it function as an entity. And these systems are similar to the systems in the human body, just like the central nervous system, reproductive system, respiratory system, digestive system. So a business as an entity also survives and thrives when there are systems in place to give it structure. Now, these systems, right, they consist of different organs of the organization. And these organs of the organization, when they work together in concert as a cluster, we can now regard them as what? Systems. So in the same way organs come together, right? A group of organs come together as a cluster to become a system in the human body. That is exactly the same way it is with a corporation, an organization. Coming together, some functions coming together, or organs coming together to form a system. So to break it down, for us to really get the picture right, I would like us to please take notes on the points I'm going to share now, which would help us with understanding how the business system works, just like the way, the different systems operate in the human body. I can only depend on the, biology version to pass the message across. And I would like us to please just take a look at the human body. Please, can we on our notes write the human body? So the human body right? On the new page, you can write the human body, because I'm writing mine down too. Now you can say the human body is equal to you put the equal to sign. Human body is equal to business corporation. Business corporation. Have we done that? You know, the human body is the same like a business corporation, which is also a body on its own. Now, the human body has 4 core systems that makes it function optimally. And the first of the systems is the reproductive system or reproduction system. I think it's reproductive, yeah, reproductive system, yeah. Now, we have the respiratory system. Then we have the central nervous system. And we have the digestive system. Now, these are 4 systems in the body. That is, you are listing them, all of these 4 systems, right? You are listing them underneath the human body. Now, when you get to the column, that is on the other side of the equal to sign, right? Under the business corporation heading, which is the business version of the human body. Now, I want to mention the 4 systems that are core. No, not 4 systems, rather 4 divisions that are core. I'll mention them right away so we can get to draw a parallel between them and the human body system. So the first of them is your sales and marketing division. So have you written that? Sales and marketing division. The second one is the client fulfillment division. Now, the client fulfillment division is the second. The third is the finance and management division. And the fourth is the strategic management division. So I hope we've already captured those information, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this is that we are using the human body as an allegory to describing the business corporation, right, in terms of systems. However, in the business corporation setup, right, we would rather call the reproductive system, respiratory system, central nervous system, digestive system, as it were, we would rather call them divisions, because every corporation is divided into 4 core divisions. Now, all of the departments you see in organizations, right, they all come clustered under each of these 4 divisions. That's the way it works. Okay, so what we'll now do is this. I will break it down further, because in the business corporation end, we can now have business systems to make all these divisions function. So please, let me go back to the respiratory system, the human body systems that I used as an example at the start of this session. Let me go back there. For the respiratory system, there are organs, right, that help us facilitate respiration. The skin is one of them. Our nose is one of them for breathing, right? The skin, our nose, and then what other part of the body do we have for respiration? I think the heart is part of it. Though my biology may not be that solid, but I know that at least blood passes through the heart, and air that we breathe in is carried through the blood and filtered through the heart, as it were, and what have you. And then we have, the digestive system. The digestive system is very interesting. I mean, we have our mouth, the tongue, as it were, and then we have the throat, yes. And then we have the small intestine, large intestine, pancreas, the bile system, and what have you, all of those organs that come together to aid, digestion, the kidneys and as it were, you know. These organs, they are the equivalent of business systems. Are we together? So these organs, when they come together to form the respiratory system, the digestive system, the central nervous system, the reproductive system, as they come together, right? In the same way, in the business space, there are different organs of your organization that come together to form business systems. So I'll give us examples. So please, you can leave a line after the descriptions we've just done regarding the human body equaling the business corporation. And then now let's take on all of these 4 divisions and let's break it down. For the sales and marketing division, which I like to call S&M division, right? The beautiful thing about it is that the following departments come under sales and marketing. Ideally, your sales department and your marketing department. It is not rocket science. It's as simple as that. In every organization, there's a sales department responsible for generating sales. And the sales department is the most important department in any corporation, because without revenues from sales, salaries will not be paid, profits will not be earned. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, salespeople are treated less than they ought to be treated. Salespeople are the lifeblood of any organization. So, the sales and marketing division of your organization, right? They work hand in hand, because marketing helps you to build your brand. Marketing helps you to run promotions. Marketing helps you to reach out to your target audience, right? Marketing helps you to generate leads of leads, yeah, that is potential customers, and build a database you can market to, you can sell to rather. Marketing helps you to create awareness for your business. When you are done making awareness, creating awareness, when you are done generating leads, when you are done sending out messages, building your brand on social media, building your website and what have you, you need to make sales. The sales department are now responsible for following up on those leads that you have generated. So all your efforts in marketing, they are meant to attract potential customers that the marketing department can now hand over to sales department for follow up, for effective follow up, which can now lead to what? Conversion and you generating sales. That is the way it flows. So this means that your sales and marketing division are working hand in hand. Together, they will make a solid system, just like we would have reproductive system. Now, the sales and marketing division, like I said, has sales department and marketing department. So we've noted that, right? The next one is the client fulfillment department. Now, when we talk about client fulfillment, this is a combination of all the activities you engage in order to deliver to a customer who has placed order and made payment. So the department in your organization, right, is where you do the service delivery or product delivery. For this, you will need your logistics department. So that means under client fulfillment, we have logistics department. Then we have customer service. These are the 2 core departments that you need: customer service and logistics. Now, logistics are responsible for the delivery of the product. Then you also have, what do we call this? We have your customer service for follow-up, for ticket management. Tickets in business, when you hear of business tickets, that means complaints. So when somebody makes a complaint to maybe yourself or to a staff that you have responsible for interfacing with customers, the complaints are tickets. So when it is noted down and forwarded to you, maybe the head of the organization or whichever department is responsible, then that information forwarded to you is called a ticket, a customer ticket. So customer service is responsible for follow up to ensure that the order that has been placed is fulfilled and the customer is satisfied. So that is where we have the client fulfillment. Then one more department that we can put underneath client fulfillment is your production unit. Even though production unit still comes under operations, but I'll need to notify that when it comes to your client fulfillment division, right? You have these three core departments functioning: your production unit, your logistics unit, and your customer service unit. Hope we captured that, right? Now, the third is your finance and management. Now, finance and management division, right? That's like another compound noun, another compound, system, so to speak, just like a reproductive system, a respiratory system. In fact, the finance and management division is akin to your central nervous system, because the central nervous system, affects the entire body. There are nerves all over the body. The same way your finance and management division, is that strategy. Now, your sales and marketing division is like your respiratory system, so to speak. But let's not go into that right now. Maybe I'll create a post regarding that on social media anytime soon. Be that as it may, the finance department covers all the activities that has to do with how you manage cash flow, cash inflow and cash outflow. That is what the finance department is responsible for. That's the department that helps you attain profits from your business. There are instances where your revenue may not increase, but your profit may increase. I hope you know it's possible. Your revenue may not necessarily increase, but your profits may increase because you have managed your expenses to be lower than income. So for instance, you can generate 1 million and have a profit at the end of the day, which is money, let's say net profit, money left in the bank after expenses have been deducted, including your taxes, and have 600,000 in the account. Whereas another time may occur that you earn 1 million and your profit at the end of the day, your net profit after expenses may be just 200,000 naira. I don't know if you have had similar situations. That means that your business at that isn't making money, more money, but the profit is low. Whereas when your business is making more money, yet your profit is high, it's a situation of making a 600K profit. This is going to be the responsibility of your finance and management division. You can be making tons of money because your sales and marketing division is working effectively. And you can be killing your organization very fast because of your finance and management division is not managing the funds as they are coming in well. This is why finance and management is critical. All your credit and your profit and loss accounting, they come here. So your finance and management division has units like your accounts department or accounting department. That's a unit responsible for keeping tabs on expenses. And we have here your human resources, because one lesson I've learned in time has been that you can ruin your organization faster when you employ bad people, when you employ incompetent people. You can ruin the work of 10 years in 1 year when you employ the wrong people. So which means that your hiring and firing responsibilities have to be top notch. We can't always get it perfect. I mean, have you been in a situation where you find yourself very frustrated because the people that you employ, supposedly because they look like they are qualified and very gifted, cannot do things the way you do it, or even better than you? Do you know how frustrating it can be? Let me give you an instance. I tasked one of my staff to do phone calls, right, to members of the Fashion 6 basic community to follow up on them and ask them, how far, what's their performance like in business, sales, and what have you. And it was supposed to be like a push to motivate people. Then I got to talk with some of those clients, and all I'm hearing is that she's arrogant. She's not sensitive to people's feeling. She this, she's that. And I'm like, I should have gently not have even embarked on that kind of activity, which means that I have almost 100 people whose emotions are being bruised by one singular act because I tasked somebody to do a task that was beyond them, literally. So this is very, very key. Getting the right people. Only for me to find out recently that she is not gifted when it comes to having conversations, but she's very gifted when it comes to back end office work, like preparing the spreadsheets, the accounts, documentation, Excel files, and what have you. That's where she's good in. So I decided, like, okay, let's shift this person there. Don't even bring her near the sales and marketing division. Your human resources department comes under finance and management. Accounting department comes in under finance and management. Operations, your operations department comes under finance, finance and management division. Now, when we say operations, right, operations has two facets to it. There is the production part of operation, which is the production unit I mentioned earlier. Are we together? Production unit comes under operation, and then the office management unit, so to speak, also comes under operations, So please, we need to note that down. So operations has to include like production as a subunit or sub-department, and also office management, also comes in there. If you run a virtual setup, of which I know most fashion designers or fashion business owners do not run virtual setup, one way or the other, you must have somebody working closely with you. Now, those people coming under the office management. Your personal assistants, they come in under office management, right? So these units, accounting, human resources, operations department, they work together. It's under your human resources unit that your taxation is fixed. They are the ones responsible for taxation and they're recruiting people as it were. Okay, then also maybe training. Human resources also are responsible for organizing in-house trainings, external trainings for your staff. Okay, I think we've covered three of them. The fourth of them, which is the final one, is the strategic management unit. You know where what strategic management comes in? Strategic management division has to do with those in management. I believe that your vision of your fashion business is that you are going to have managers working under you, managers that would help you run your business, starting with the general business manager, and extending to heads of units or heads of division, running your business for you. Now, granted, depending on your level of growth presently, you may not employ many people to do all of these things for you. However, you can match some of these roles together, right? And have somebody in charge. Then some of these roles can be outsourced. Your accounting can be outsourced. Your logistics can be outsourced. I don't think your customer service should be outsourced, but if you can, it can be outsourced. After all, most of these customer call centers of these telecom companies, they are not usually run by the same organization, even though they work under the umbrella of the organization. Yeah. So your sales and marketing division, please, you can outsource, but if you must outsource, you must also insource. Because the person that knows how to bring the customer is the owner of the business. That's the naked truth. If for anything, that organization that runs your paid ads for you on social media decide to up their fees and you can't meet up, what happens to your business? You're in for a bad time. Now, what if the staff that you have working with you, they they are very good to the point that you've left everything to them, and one day they don't show up again? What happens to your revenue stream? It can dry up in 24 hours, especially when they've bonded with the customers more than they've bonded with you. What happens when you are the only person that knows how to run the sales and marketing? You know all the strategies and the like regarded to responsible for generating sales. What if you fall sick? That means the whole of your staff, they become redundant because the source of income generation is incapacitated. So you can see why there's a need to strike a balance between insourcing and outsourcing. Either way, you need to. I have someone who I'm working with right now, and we have a budget of 50K for marketing, paid ads that will be running 50K per month. And the reason is that I can't run all the sales systems. I can't be the one to write sales pages. I can't be the one to create product at the same time. I can't be the one to run around doing all that is responsible for making the business work. There are some that I can do effectively. There are some that I know how to do, but I don't have the time to do them. So what do? I outsource. So rather than employ somebody and put them on salary, I outsource to a professional who can do the job. From the 50K payment I'm making, they are making their profit at the same time delivering results for me. I hope you get the picture there. So sales and marketing is the most important. That's why I akin it to the respiratory system. When there is no life inside the body, there is no reproduction going on. Then there's now the nervous system won't function. Then what's there to digest when there is no life? So the lifeblood of your company is the respiratory system, which is the sales and marketing system. Now the finance and management division, right, is now your your finance and management division is more or less like the central nervous system, right, for making sure everything runs effectively. Then I can say that the reproductive system is the strategic management system. I want to get a strategic management division rather. That is more or less like your reproductive system, because at that point you are growing the business. And the reproductive system is responsible for helping us to grow. Then I would say the digestive system now has to do with client fulfillment. Because if you disappoint a client and they start a ruckus, it can disrupt the entire system from functioning effectively. Okay, I think I've been able to, now connect all of the 4 divisions of the corporation, right, to the human reproductive system, the human body systems rather. Please clap for me now. I tried now. It's not small. It's not small work. Combining biology combining biology with business management. Okay, please. There was one. There is a division. Sorry, unit I haven't mentioned, which I would like you to incorporate under the finance and management division. Please, let's note it down. The research and development division, R&D. If you remember, I said operations department, right? Human resources department, accounting department, all come under the finance and management division. The last of them that comes under this division is what? Research and development. Okay, let me paint a quick picture for us on how this works. Imagine a situation where you have a section of your office space, a section of your office space that is responsible for coming up with new designs. based on the feedback that you have gotten from customers. Are we together? Imagine you have a department that does that. You've gotten feedback from your customers on what they want, what they like, what they are looking for. And you have a section of your office space that is dedicated to experimenting with new designs that can serve these customers. Now, imagine you now have customers who are like we have in the technology space, better subscribers of your software, whom you can now reach out to and showcase these designs you are developing to, and they give you feedback as per their their own experience trying out those products. Eventually you will be able to know from the customer's perspective what is working and what isn't working, such that when you now head out to market that product to the general public, there is a high chance that you will get conversion, because the customers that have been testing it for you in-house, right? They've given you enough feedback for you to know what changes to make before you roll out to the general public. Now, that is what a research and development department does for your organization, any organization. Every production company, any company that is into production, right? They always have research and development units. Every software company has a research and development unit. Okay, do you know that WhatsApp, they have beta versions, that is BETA. Beta is the technology term. It's a Greek word anyways, one of the Greek alphabets, but used to describe any software that is still in test phase. Before WhatsApp releases any new version of WhatsApp or any update on WhatsApp, there are some millions of subscribers that have WhatsApp business beta version or WhatsApp Messenger beta version. They are the ones that WhatsApp will first release those updates to. They will test it. If it's not functioning well, they will give feedback to WhatsApp inside that particular app. And WhatsApp will keep tweaking until they now get a perfect, functioning feature in their app. Then they will now start rolling out that particular new feature to the general WhatsApp that every one of us has. They first experimented with WhatsApp Business way back in 2016, thereabout, while it was not yet released. I think WhatsApp Business was released early last year or so. But some people have been using WhatsApp Business for longer. Now, those guys, they've been experimenting to see what features work, what doesn't work. When they are now sure that it will work perfectly, the new features they are introducing, they now roll it out. That's when you now hear something like there's a new update on WhatsApp. Ideally, that new update was already in a beta version. The same thing with software like your browser. Mozilla Firefox and Chrome, they have beta versions. Now, those beta versions are their research and development departments. iPhone has beta version. That's where they that's why they spend a whole year, right, before they release a new version. But what many people only know is that they've been working on the new version since they released the last version. So presently, I think it's iPhone 11, right? That's the wave right now. Now, the iPhone 11 that is on will soon become obsolete this year by the time they release a new version. What has happened is that the new version that the rest of the world is going to buy later this year when they release is already in the hands of some particular millions of people who are testing it on behalf of iPhone, such that when iPhone is now hyping the capabilities of their phone, they already know that it will deliver on what they promised. In fashion business, at this level of your business, where you are making above 500K per month, it is high time you had a research and development unit. Having a production unit is not a must. It is not a must. If you have a research and development unit, it means you can come up with creative new designs that you can keep testing with a few loyal customers that you trust. And when you find out, when you have come up with the final prototype, which you know will receive acclaim from people when you advertise it, then you can now outsource to a production facility to do the production for you while you focus on the marketing. The real money is not in the production, except you are only out to do production and outsource your marketing, your sales, to somebody who is into fashion retailing, who wants to sell on your behalf. The core work is in researching and developing new designs that are appealing to a few customers, which when you roll out to the general public, you are sure to get positive reviews. That is what Gucci does. So they outsource their production to a factory in China. Why they have a unit in their headquarters that is always researching and coming up with new designs. That is what you see a Vuitton do or a Christian Dior. So such that when they are releasing new products, they are certain it will sell. They don't just produce and hope to God that it will sell. But they don't. They have a functional research and development unit. So if you want to do excellently, have a research and development unit and outsource the production as best as you can. Or if you have the solid production unit in-house, then fine by me. But your core responsibility is how to get new products that your existing customers will love so much, they will tell others about you. So that said, I have come to the conclusion of this part of our discussion, wherein I've broken down to us how a business corporation can be likened to the human body, and coming up with business systems, right, to make them function. And so far, I have broken down the different practical departments you can create within your corporation under these 4 divisions, and with this, you can create your organogram, your organizational chart for your department. Now, when it comes to practical implementation, it is left to you to decide, where am I right now in the scheme of things, financial wise, and with that determine which of these departments can I lump together for now, and let them run smoothly. However, if you are lumping any departments together, please don't lump a department that has nothing to do with another division. For instance, don't lump sales and marketing and production together. They are not related. If you want to lump together, lump sales and marketing together. And know you have a business manager whose role is what? Sales and marketing. Because if you employ the wrong hands, all in the name of managing stuff, you can crash everything. So, and you, the business owner, your first function, as in the department that you should be found in, spearheading, is your sales and marketing division. That is where you should not, that is where you ought to be. You should be at the forefront, because a dead body does not breathe. Sales and marketing brings life to your business and makes your business function. So that said, I think I can put a stop here. However, when we'll have our next video or call session, right? When our next video call session, I will now be breaking them down bit by bit. Okay, what business systems come under sales and marketing division, such that your sales department and marketing department can function effectively together. That's what we'll now start breaking down. We've had some video classes already, so I'm going to be sharing the links to them, and then we can watch them, because we covered a few of them already. So this will be the end of this session. Thank you. Please don't log out yet. Let's see, stop.